More on impossible masculinity. The tragic irony is that the people most at risk when we choose impossible hypermasculinity and the behaviors that are associated with it are ourselves. During the COVID-19 outbreak, the people most likely to catch the virus and die from it were those flexing their invulnerability and their freedom by not wearing masks or not getting vaccinated. The person most likely to die from owning a firearm, that firearm that makes us feel safe and powerful, is actually the owner. Check the stats. But lacking other options, this is the path so many men choose, and some women encourage it. It's because it's all they know. But these are models we're given as children, and they sometimes are coping mechanisms, sometimes are survival strategies, and they work in a patriarchal world. At least, like so many coping mechanisms or survival strategies, they work until they don't. At some point, we begin to see how they can also be harmful. Then we stand at a crossroads. We can examine what is good and bad of these behaviors, of these models, take what works, and leave the rest. Growing up is taking the lessons and models that we have been learning and handed, going through them, and winnowing down them to the essentials that are helpful. Otherwise, when we blindly stick with behaviors that harm us and harm others, it may even kill us. It almost killed me. You recall from my other videos when I was depressed and I put a steak knife to my wrist, I was driven by my sense of failure to live up to the roles that I expected myself to live up to. Roles dictated by my ideas of being a self-made, independent man, impervious to emotion. Unemployed, unmarried, undersized. In 2012, according to the values I have internalized of what a man should be, I was failing on all counts. My recourse was to let my self-hate manifest as violence towards myself. For other men, they don't internalize this as self-hate like I did. Instead, it can emerge as violence towards others. Sometimes it's close to home in the form of domestic violence. Sometimes it's strangers, people we manage to dehumanize, and other people such as immigrants or members of the LGBTQ community. This type of thinking, of feeling like we have to be a self-made man, that we can't be dependent on others, that we have to be on top of a hierarchy, this leads us to that fallacy of self-attribution bias. We think if we succeed, it's all thanks to us, our innate talents, and we ignore the ways that others have helped us, the way that community has lifted us up. It can go the other direction too. When we fail, like when I was failing, I blamed it all on myself. When yes, some of it was due to my faulty beliefs, but some of it was due to things beyond my control. What I needed were friends and community to help me regain perspective, to help me with a hand up. But it was my stubborn sense that I had to be a self-made man that was keeping me trapped in my solitude and my suffering. It only got worse until I was ready to get help. And it was community that helped me. Community that helped me out. Men and women who loved me when I couldn't love myself. More on all that soon. In the meantime, do no harm, care for, and protect others. And if you like what I have to say, check out my books at tedneilauthor.com or wherever books are sold online.